Hey y'all, before we begin this video, I do want to just put it out there that I did not realize how long this video would be. Most of this video was recorded while I was either sick, extremely overstimulated from personal stuff going on, or God knows what. So it's a little bit messy. I do apologize, but I wanted to get y'all something out there, so I hope you enjoy my messiness. Hello everyone, my name is Sage and I'm that certified demon cat and welcome to my channel. In the last episode I built this lovely lighthouse that you can see behind me, and it was a pretty lore intensive episode. So I've decided that I need a little bit of a break. I need to revamp some shit. So I thought today the perfect thing to do for just a little bit of a chiller episode is to revamp my house. More like move my house. I'm no longer going to be living here. So in today's episode, I have decided to move this and move it over here. More like I'm going to just make a better house. It's obviously not going to be my main base, but I want to build something a little bit more from scratch. And this house over here is going to turn into my storage room. I'm going to fix it up, obviously, so that way it can be a better storage room. So this space here is storage room. Over here is right next to the watchtower is going to be a pretty big house here that is kind of like a mayor's or something type of house. I don't really know. This is part of the fishing village, so I don't really know, but that's the plan. New storage room is the old house, and then I'm gonna build a new house here. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit scatterbrained in this video. I've just struggled for the past couple of days figuring out what I want to do for this episode, and I think this is kind of something that I can do nice and chill and relax and all of that. So let's go ahead and get started, and start by fixing this stuff. My gods. with a brand new storage room, but before that, I do want to show off my inventory a little bit. As you can see here, all of my tools now are officially ironed. I took a chance off camera to just do some mining, get all iron tools, basically deck myself out a little bit more, just other than the iron armor, because girl, I cannot be doing that. I need to have proper tools so I can make big fantastical builds, and lore. I need stuff for the lore. So I have now fully decked that out, and I do have some diamonds in my storage room now, so hopefully I can get full diamond stuff very soon, but I don't want to just yet. But let's go ahead and tour the build, shall we? As you can see here, and as you can probably see from the time lapse, the building style that I went with is a very cozy house rather than like a storage facility, and I did that on purpose because I am not going to use this building for storage forever. Eventually this is going to be a regular village house, because I want this whole like area here to be very cozy. Like this entire village in general, I want all the buildings to be very close together, and the only thing kind of separating them being like little gardens and stuff. So I want all the houses to be like very close together, and it doesn't make sense to just have like one like storage room right over here. Like it just didn't make sense to me. I mean, technically it kind of does because of this part is going to explicitly be a fishing village. However, the dock is going to be over there, and it didn't make sense to have a storage facility all the way over here when it's probably better to have like that building, for example, to be a storage facility. So I wanted it to look like a regular like cozy house, you know what I mean? Which I think I achieved very well, because I wanted it to feel like the classical village house, but like more decked out, and I think I achieved that, and I'm very happy with it. Eventually I may change some stuff like the cobblestone. I may change like just some of the detailing, etc., to make it look a little bit more my style, but I really like it so far, and I found the water. But we can go over here and we have a little bit of a dock, which this is kind of the design that I'm looking forward for, like the main dock that's eventually going to be over there. And I'm like, I'm pretty happy with this. This is more so a personal dock, like for like mini boats and like a little bit of fishing. There's a little bit of storage here, but this is very much a personal one because I want a lot of what this side of the village is going to have lots of different like docks and boats and like a lot of like just fishermen people live here, because I think that's probably one of the big main food sources. Because I imagine in this village, two of the big main food sources are going to be bread and fish. So I think it's very important that this entire area is very decked out for that, so that way all of the people can be fed. And then over here on the side of the building, I did want to put like a little bit of a garden, because I felt like it just added a little bit of extra whimsy and warmth. So I have like a little mini garden here. Obviously this is not going to be here. I just wanted to put that there because I'm eventually going to need scaffolding, and I didn't feel like planting it anywhere else, so I just put some there. Imagine it's not there though. The garden's a little bit messily cleaned up, which I really like, and I also have this little workbench here, and I actually kind of like having the villagers is just having like the workstations around here. I think it really works with making it feel very lively, because anytime it's like noon, because if you don't know, villagers at like noon time, I guess, will go and converse near the bell in the middle of the village. So when it is during that time, I will take some bread over there, so that way I constantly have a bunch of villagers in here. That's why there's so many iron golems around the village, is because I'm constantly making sure all of the villagers are consistently like breeding, basically, because I want this village to feel very lively, and I think having that little bit of movement helps. But I like this little garden area, so let's go ahead and move in to the actual house itself here. So in here we walk in, it's pretty much a similar layout to how it was before, except it doesn't have like that middle wall area. It's pretty a thin building. I have a little bit of a crafting table here, and down there I have the basic like basement area that I did before. I didn't really do much with this, like I actually did nothing with this. Eventually I will probably deck this out for more storage, because by the time I outgrow the storage here, I probably won't have like a better storage room. So I just want to give myself options, and I can expand upwards because there's a good amount of space left in the roof still. But I have them all organized here. So here I have like mob drops, like meats, and like like spooky enemy drops as well. In here I have like my dirt and sand type of blocks, like moss and things like that would go in that chest. In here I have all my woods. Up in here I have like all my crops and stuff, because I do have a lot, because I have like the whole farming area, which I have expanded a little bit, which I will show you in a moment. But I have like a lot of stuff that I do pretty consistently, because I eventually want to be able to trade with farmer villagers, but I also just need a food source for myself. So that's where that goes. Up here I have like the basic building blocks. So here I have a little bit of the extra concrete from my lighthouse. Up in here is like a miscellaneous type area for like tools and the extra bed that I have in here, and just the water bottles because I didn't really have another place for them. In here I have all the stone and stone walls, which is a lot. I probably will move the stone walls into like the building category, but I just want to put everything in a chest so that way it's semi-organized. And here are all the ores, which as you can see here, I do have some diamonds now, which I did not before, and I have some more iron, and I also found a amethyst, so that is fun. And I have some raw copper, just basically basic stuff that you get while mining. I basically went strip mining. It wasn't really exciting, so I didn't feel a need of putting it in the video or anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really else much to talk about in this area, but I'm really happy with it. I think this is going to help production a lot, and make it a lot quicker and easier for me to do, so I'm very excited about that. So let's go ahead and move over here, because I do want to show off some of the new farming land that I did, because I did take the time to expand it a little bit, because I had talked about it when I originally did it and I just never have, so I did take the chance to expand it a little bit. So you can't really tell, but over in here, this whole layer was not here before. And I also added some more composters, so there'd be more farmer villagers throughout here, because eventually I want most of this farmland to go completely out here and up to the life tree. That's kind of the plan here. And then I have like a little walkway with a little bridge from the waterfall. It's very cozy. And then on this side, I want a little less farming, but more houses and barns and stuff. That way I can have animals, and like where the farmers would live, a lot closer to a lot of the big farmland, which I really like. And then I want that to kind of converge up here to the main life tree. And now off of lore, I probably will expand this to make it look a lot prettier. Like I will make an excuse in the lore to make this bigger and more extravagant. So I'll probably make a custom tree and make it bigger and more shrine-like, because I imagine that this will be some form of religious point eventually in the series. I don't quite know yet, but I am very excited for that. But as you can see here, it just kind of adds, if you look at it from this angle, like right here, it looks so cool, and I'm so happy with it. And also these paths will eventually be expanded throughout the village. I may do that off camera. I don't necessarily know if I will do that on camera, but I'll probably note it out when it has been a little bit more completed. But yeah, I'm very excited about that. So let's go ahead and move over here, because there is the next thing, the next goal of this episode that I had, which was making a new house for myself, because I'm currently living outside and that is unacceptable. So I am going to build myself a new house. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I want to kind of explore building the kind of house style that I want from scratch, because previously what I've kind of done is build all the houses and main buildings out of the old buildings of the village, except the lighthouse. The lighthouse was built from scratch, but I feel like I need to get used to the style, and I want to kind of get an idea of what I want all the houses and things to look like. So I decided to make like a little bit of a house here. And while I'm doing that, I probably will expand out some of this island here, because eventually, probably in the next few episodes, I'm going to expand on this village, and I want to kind of do some of the prep work, because again, this is a prep episode just for me to get a hang on things. So let's go ahead and get started with that time lapse. I know I'm putting you guys into a whole nother time lapse, but I am just excited to get this done, and a little bit after we'll have a little bit of talks of all the plans and stuff. But yeah, let's go. with a brand new house for us to live in. But before we get into that tour, I do want to just say, I built this like last week. So I may not have all my thoughts in order completely like I normally do, because normally I build the thing and then do like the tour like directly after, so I have all my thoughts in order. But I was sick, it wasn't a good time, and I didn't want to record after I built this, so you know, lovely me. But I am doing it now, so I do hope I can get a decent tour in. But let's go ahead and get started. So number one, the first thing that I changed was immediately this light post, because I was not enjoying like the whole like because originally it had like going this way, this way, this way, and that way, and it had like 2 lights on each side, and I felt like it just was a little too big. So I think it's taller than it was before. I don't really remember. It may not be, but I just have like the one little thing with the little lamp, because I think it looks a little bit more modest, more simple, because I imagine that a lot of the buildings don't need to be extremely extravagant in this part of the village, or just in general, because they don't seem to be the kind of people that like need to have really extravagant buildings or anything, you know what I mean? I also added another one over here, just like to make a little bit more of a villagey feel. I don't really know. I also changed the roads to be exactly how they are over there. Eventually the entire village is going to have this road design, but I really like it because I like when you walk over the mud bricks, you get a kind of like clinkly sound, which kind of just makes you feel like you're walking through a very cozy style of village. Now for the building itself, it's a pretty simple building. It's I think it's just like an L-shaped building. It's not really anything special, but the roof, however, is a little bit special. Now I intentionally made the roof kind of like a barn roof, because these are like farmer people. So I imagine that a lot of the build styles that they use is kind of inspired by that, I guess. I don't really know. I'm not an expert at architecture and how that really would impact the society and how these things come about, but I just thought it would be like a little bit of a cute thing to have a lot of the buildings have this kind of barn-like style. I also have something similar up there. This one's a little bit more barn-like than that one, but I think it adds a little something nice. Obviously, not all of the buildings are going to have this feature. Some of the buildings are just going to have the triangular roofs, but I wanted to kind of mix it up in certain places, where that way I can add a little bit of height in certain areas, etc. And I really like it. I'm really happy with it. I keep falling in this water. But, you know, it's a pretty basic house. I think it's good for where I'm going to be living, so I think it's good for like, it's definitely an upgrade from what I was living in before, and I think it's just very cute, very cottagey. I'm very happy with it. I think it's definitely an upgrade, but yeah, very happy with that. We also added a little bit of a retaining wall around where the ocean is, which I really like. I think it's very cute, very cozy, and we'll get into there in a moment. And then we can go over here, and we have again, this, I want a lot of these to be here. Like, it feels like a little alleyway. You go back in here and you have these cute little chairs. I think it's very cute, very cozy. You got a little wall blocking off the garden space here though. But I feel like it's just like, oh, this would be like the perfect little place to read, chill out, relax. You know, don't really have to have any worries or anything. I think I love little spaces like that, you know? Like a little mini garden, that's space that's kind of shared between the person who works at the watchtower and the person who lives here, which is me for now, but won't be forever. But I really like this. Now, obviously not all the houses are probably going to be this big. I'll probably have a smaller house that's like a little bit bigger than that one, like right next to it. Like I'm gonna have a little bit of fluctuating in size, but I'm really happy with it so far. There's not really else much to show about it. It's a pretty simple house for all intents and purposes, but we can go ahead and go in the inside here. Obviously, it has not been decorated because we're going to be doing that together, actually, because I felt like I had too many time lapses in this video, so I decided we're going to do that together. But I did go ahead and make like the basic interior where you have like this little like loft situation, which I really like, which up there is going to be bedroom and down here is going to be like kitchen area, but we will get to that in a moment. There's one more thing that I do want to show out here, which we're going to go over here because I did do a little bit of work on the farm when I was sick because I just needed some time to decompress, so I decided to go ahead and do a little work on the farm. So as you can see here, I added like a leaf retaining wall, which I'm going to have a lot of these throughout the whole farming area. But if we go up here, you can see, excuse me, can I get up there? Thank you. As you can see, all of this area here has been added in, so there's more farms. They are a little bit messed up because I have a bunch of villagers walking throughout here, but I think it's fine. It's not a big deal, in my opinion. And it goes all the way up there, and I also have a little bit of a leaf wall over there for where I'm gonna have like the end of the farming part going that way. But I'm really happy with it. I'm obviously gonna add more, but I think this kind of feels, I don't know, like one big field, and I'm probably gonna have more and stuff. I just think it's really cute. I think it adds a little bit of extra detail, you know? And I also really like this view here. I like the look that it gives. Like, I feel like I like the viewpoint. Like, my favorite viewpoint, though, however, of this little area here, if I can go over here, is like right here, where you can like see like the little thing. It's like so cute. Like right here. It's so cute. You can see everything. You can see the ocean, but you can also kind of see everything in this one view. And I really like it. I'm very happy with it. But that's enough yapping about the build itself. Let's go ahead and get onto the interior because I want to do that together. Now I have gone ahead and done the honors of grabbing some materials that we're going to be using for this. And I have a plan here. I kind of planned out everything that I was going to do so that way I could do it in a more cohesive way. But it is getting late, so I will have to sleep in a moment. But I think the first things first that I want to do is doing the floors down here, which I want to do a mix of cherry wood and birch wood down here in like a checkerboard pattern, because right over here is going to be the kitchen. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And we have a new floor, which I'm very happy with. It's very cute, it's very cozy. Now I eventually may change this to be like warped wood, like the blue variant, I think is what it's called. Because, you know, the whole blue themed. But I kind of like the pink for now. I don't know. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And we have our new floor. Now I may change the pink to be blue eventually because, you know, my whole blue theme. But I'm kind of liking the pink for now. I'm pretty happy with it for now. And I think it kind of matches the lore a little bit better, especially when the life tree is pink. So I imagine pink is like a magical kind of holy style color. I don't really know. You know, like how white is seen as like this very pure color. I imagine pink is also like that for these people. I don't really know. But let's go ahead and start off with the like kitchen area. So what I want to do is I want to take calcite because I think it kind of, oh, that's not how I want to do it. I want to take calcite because I think it kind of looks like a countertop, you know what I mean? Then our diorite, but I think having like a little corner kitchen here, like that maybe? Or maybe do I want it to just be all across here? I think I just want it to be all across here. I think that will look better. And then I'm gonna take shelves and I'm gonna put them across here. Let's do like that. Actually, no, I don't want that there. Hold on. Let's put that like that. And then on like the very ends here, put that. I didn't want all of my buttons to go. Hold on a moment. No, I just want one of the buttons. Excuse me. I think I have to separate them out for it to work. Hold on. I know my inventory is a mess, but you get the idea. Put little buttons there so it looks like I did it again. Gosh darn it. This is why I don't like doing like the build with me stuff, like, because this is what happens. I get laggy and I just struggle putting things down properly. And then we can do that right there. I really like that. I feel like it looks like little cabinets a little bit. But I think I need to break it up a little bit. So I think like, actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna break this one here. I'm gonna break it like that. There we go. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna take this off because I don't need to have this here then. Then I'm gonna have one here, and then, but I can't do the counters on a corner like that. That kind of sucks. Let's break that then, but let's put this, actually, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab really quickly, grab some cobblestone, and I'm gonna get a furnace to put right there, and I'm gonna fix this up. I think I'm gonna put a furnace there, and then put walls going up there so it kind of looks, excuse me, you don't need to be here for this building section. Please leave. Thank you. I'm thinking of having like the little walls going up there, so it's like a little bit of a, I guess, chimney, I guess, because there's not really a chimney. We'll imagine that there's a chimney in this building, but maybe, because I don't want to have it anywhere where the windows are, but I don't necessarily want touching the wall, but I think it works. I think it adds a little bit of something to this space. I'm also going to put this back down. It's fine, you can take all the buttons. But yeah, that looks so cute and cozy. I really like that so far. Now I think I'm gonna take some trap doors here and try and see if I can make some shelving. Hold on. Cut this, 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 cut. Okay, so here I'm gonna see, I think I'm gonna use cherry here, just like undone there, and then have maybe like another one like right here, maybe like that. And then I think I'm gonna grab some pots with some plants in them and fill out that space real quick. Maybe if I try and place it like there, maybe, and then have it be like that. Is that the problem here? Can I place, no, I gotta shift to do that. Can I place it up here? Can I place it here then? Oh, okay, I'm placing on there. Why can I not, is it just because, oh yeah, it's a slabbed roof, so I don't think I can do the second one with a pop. I can do the first one with one. Now do I want an azure bluette? Can I get the, oh, I didn't mean to break it. I just want to take it out of the thing. Or do I want this? I feel like the pink is too much. Like pink on pink is too much. So I think I'm going to do this with the azure bluette in here to add a little bit of color. I like that. That's cute. That's fun. Oh, I like that a lot actually. Makes a cute like little kitchen space, and I really like that. So now let's focus on the living room here. So first things first, I am gonna move my bed really quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and put it upstairs real quick because that is where it's gonna go anyway. Hello, can I go up the ladder? Hello? I do apologize for the lag. I don't know why my game's lagging so much today. I think it's because I'm normally not used to like actually building and doing things while I'm recording. So it's adding a little bit extra effort on my part, but we'll put the bed there for now. We'll change how this looks in a moment, but let's go ahead and go down here. Do that. And I'm probably gonna move this too because I want it to be out of the living room. So now for the living room, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just take some, similar to the seating that I did outside, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take a chair, like a, not chair, but a, what's it called? A stair, and then take that, and then I'm probably gonna put another one there to like make a couch. Hold on, let me do that real quick. Okay, so we have that there, and then like, oh, not like that. Let me do this differently. Because I want to be able to like, let me just, there we go. There we go. So yeah, like a cute like little couch space. Now what is it looking at? I don't really know because I don't want to have TVs or anything. Like that doesn't make any sense to have in this setting. But you know what? It's just a couch. You know what? It's just gonna be a couch. Looking at the wall for coziness factor. Actually, maybe I will put a shelf or something there. I think I'm gonna use the oak slab here. I think maybe having them like, it's a little too far out. It's not as far out as I want it to be. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I could have something there, but I feel like it's, I kind of like it without it, you know? We're just looking at the wall. And you know what? There's something special about that. I don't know. I'm happy with that so far. I feel like I do need some carpet though. So I think instead of Do I want carpet though? Because the way that I have this is kind of weird and I'd want the carpet to be bigger. I don't know. Maybe I do want some carpet. No, actually, because it's hard to decorate with carpet. What do I want? I want something. Maybe let me get some lighting in here real quick and then I can decide. Okay, so I'm thinking I want to do something cool over here, having the chains kind of come down a little bit. I may make some more and make like another one that goes there, but have them like that, and I'll probably add like a few others here actually to kind of make them like these cool like hanging light fixture. Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. So now I've made some more, so I think I'm going to just do 3 going down here and then have 1 going right here like that to kind of make a different like length effect. I think I'm gonna just have 1 going up there, I think, maybe, because I don't want to have 2 because before that was 2. That, so it's like a cute like little light fixture here, so you can kind of see that going up, and it also works for effective lighting upstairs. I really like that. I think that's really cute. You can only see the 2 from right here, but I don't really think that matters, honestly. Like, you can see it from right here, and I think that's what matters. I think that adds a little bit interest here. Now, I don't really know. I think I'm actually gonna put a painting there. Yeah, I'm gonna put a painting there. Okay, so I got my painting here. Now that's too big. No, we don't want that. Let me see if I can get a better one. No, I think all those are going to be too big. So what if let me just use the dirt actually. Because I want it to kind of be just this shape. So I think if I put that there, I put that there, then I could get a painting that's this shape, I guess. I don't really know much about Minecraft paintings, to be honest. Ooh, that one's pretty, but it's not where I want it. No, that's not what I want. Maybe if I do it, ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I think that one I may keep, but I want to try some others real quick. Hold on, let me just keep it in the center here. Ooh, that one's pretty too. These are all very pretty. Oh, that is that an owl? And a garbage can? I don't know what this one is. I don't know what it means. I kind of like it though, but oh, that's not what I wanted. I kind of like it though, it's a little strange. But I think this one is the best, I think. So I'm gonna keep it this one. So let me destroy that. And I kind of like that. Kind of like, it's obviously not TV, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like these are connoisseur people who live here, aka me. You can sit here, look at the painting, question what it means. I don't know. I like that so far. I like how this room looks. I don't want to go too overboard, but I think I may add another pot in here actually. Here, let me grab one just really quickly. I think having like another little flower pot in here somewhere would be nice. Maybe just like have one right next to the window, you know? I don't know. And then have, I think this one I'd want the cherry blossoms in there. Like that, cute. I like that. That's fun, it's cute. I like how this room looks so far. Now this chest here. Now I kind of like how that looks, to be honest. Originally I was gonna put like something else here, but I kind of like how it looks. But I'm thinking maybe not, because this is where the stairs are. Maybe I should put, actually, you know what? We're gonna move this. I'm gonna put this right here though, and we're gonna move our entrance to our bedroom over here. I think that's just smarter. But keep the chest there, like an intro chest to the house. I don't really know. Let me grab these really quickly. And then we can go over here and put these going up. I need another one, but let me actually grab another one while I'm at it here. I think I can already craft one. Can I? Yes, I can. I need 3 more. Well, actually not 3, but I can make 3. So I'm gonna use, not all 3, but I'm gonna put another one just there we go. I am gonna put another one up there so we can get upstairs, which I like that. That's fun. But I think I am gonna keep the chest here because I like having like a little intro chest, you know? I think it's nice clutter. Now, the crafting table, I kind of feel like having the crafting table here just doesn't work. crafting table a transparent block? If it's a transparent block, then can I do this? No, I cannot. I cannot do it that way. It's not a transparent block. I can't do it like that. What if I actually make one of the floor blocks here, like this cherry wood, then put like that? I like that better. I like when it's disguised a little bit because it was just looking a little too clunky. I like that. Ooh, I like this so much. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead and work upstairs now. Now up here, it's like a little attic space. Now normally I would put some kind of railing here, but I feel like it'd be too clunky. I don't know. Maybe I don't put like full railing, but rather I put like faux railing, I guess, with these slabs here. That, maybe? I like that. That works. And then like on the edges here. Not like that. Not that far. Just like on the very edge. Hold on. Let me grab my block back. Put that there. Put this like... Oh, that's not what I wanted either. Keep double placing blocks today. There we go. Like that. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's fun. Now, I feel like... Do I need these blocks here? Yep, they are integral to the roof, unfortunately. As much as I don't want them to be, they are integral to the roof. So I will leave them. But I think it adds like a little cozy feel. I don't know. Now, this torch here. I feel like I do need torches here, but I feel like that's not where I want them here. Actually, let me grab, actually... I kind of wish this was a little bit bigger so I could just have the single bed. You know what? Maybe yeah, I don't want to make another bed because I don't want to have like a double bed here because I feel like that's too cluttered. But maybe I put the bed like here, maybe like right near the back balcony. I like that. I think I can still sleep there like reasonably. And then have like a little shelf here where the desk is. I think that's cute. And then have a chair here. And just have it like in the corner here, like that. So it's like a little desk area right next to the bed, like a desk bed combo. I like that. That's cute. It's cozy. Now for the lighting here, I don't think I'm gonna go too fancy with the lighting. I think I'm just gonna use a torch. I'm gonna have one there, and then actually, you know what? Let's just double torch it up there for now, because I don't really want anything else. No, normally I put a window here, but I feel like the wall looks a little too weird with or like the roof looks a little too weird with the window. Now this, I do want to keep this like a feature, I guess. So, let me see. Maybe if actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I forgot that was there. Hold on. Let me just do that. There we go. Let me actually get another flower pot here. I think if I get a decorative pot and I get a flower pot, grab this and go here. Actually, it's getting late, so let me sleep real quick. Let me sleep. See, my first time in my new bed. Yay! And I don't suffocate, so that's good. I was kind of worried about that when I first put it down. Let me grab the new pots that I made. Grab that there. And then I think if I have like a little mini one here, and then have one here. Oh, I can't put that there. That kind of sucks. That's shitty. I wish I could have that there normally, but I guess I could put it like right there. That's cute. I like that. Let me put down... I think I'm just gonna have the pot be empty, but then have this with the little... Ooh, cute. I feel like there's something else that needs to be here. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's too empty. I want to look more cluttered. Let me see here. What do I have in my messy fucking inventory? I do have some birch, maybe, that I could add some, like, birch details or something. I don't know. I don't really know. I kind of am happy with this, like, little area being how it is, you know? Like, it's not really meant to look super cluttered or pretty. It is an attic. So, maybe I just add... oak shelves? Is there anything I can do with these leftovers? I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it, I think. don't know. This is why I don't like doing like build along type stuff. I like just putting them in time lapses because a lot of my building process is, I don't know what I'm gonna do a lot of the time, and then I just kind of come up with something. But I think for now, actually, you know what? I am gonna do something. Now that I'm looking at that, I don't like how this looks. I feel like it's too much, so I think I'm actually gonna grab some, nope, not cherry wood, birch wood, please. Nope, nope. Yes, this specifically. I want this crafting recipe. Thank you. Let me grab that. I don't know why. Okay, let's just do that. Let me go here and then grab the birch stair and the birch slab. Here, and then go here. Move that. Move this here. Okay, so I'm thinking instead of having these here, let me break them real quick. I think I'm gonna make them birch because I feel like that will add a little bit of contrast, especially because the part of the checkerboard floor down there is birch. So I think that will add a little, oh, not that high. I don't know how to build today, apparently. Here, like that, and then on this side, have the birch stair. Can I place this stair? There it goes. Sorry, I'm like really laggy today. Ooh, I like that. I think it adds just a little bit of contrast, and I think that helps. But I think that's pretty much it that I want up here. I don't really think there's anything else up here that I want. I may add stuff later once I decide, but I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead, go down here, and have a little bit of a tour of the interior. I'm very happy. I like that we kind of did a build together type thing instead of just time-lapsing it. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that for every interior. I may not, because I do struggle a little bit, because I'm not a very vocal person when I am building. I kind of get very silent, so it's hard to describe what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and have a little bit of a tour. So you walk in here, you have a cute little living room with this gorgeous painting and this cute little light fixture up here. You got a cute little kitchen, you got a little chest here for all your stuff. Now, I'm probably just gonna have this as like a randoms chest. I don't really know what I'm gonna use that for. And then you can come, oh, I went down the ladder. You can come up here and you have like a little bedroom area. Little desk, got a cute little bed. It's very cute, very cozy. I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is a good interior. You know, I'm happy with it. I think it's cozy, I think it's cute. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So actually, now I've spent a lot of time on this video. I think it is time that I do end the episode here. I've been a little scatterbrained, I've been sick. It's been a long fucking week, and I'm very glad that I did this as a prep day episode. So basically, yeah. Again, bad at outros, so let's just go ahead and get this over with. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, I guess. I don't know. I'm really bad at this, man. I just am enjoying doing what I'm doing, and I hope you guys can enjoy that too. But I love y'all. See y'all later. Bye.